Hi everyone, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in today's video I want to talk about skin cell turnover and whether skin cell turnover actually slows down if you don't exfoliate. This question also comes up quite a lot, and I think that's because when you ask Google, it gives you an answer that looks something like this. It says that skin cell turnover slows down without exfoliation because that skin cells accumulate on the surface and slow down the renewal process. And that exfoliation removes this buildup and effectively speeds up turnover. And when you read that, it sounds like exfoliation is something the skin needs in order to renew properly. But that's where things become quite misleading because skin turnover and exfoliation are not the same process. Skin turnover is a biological process that happens in the living layers of the skin. New skin cells are formed deeper in the skin, then they slowly move upward over time, and eventually they reach the surface and start to shed. That process is internally regulated. It follows its own timeline and it continues whether you exfoliate or not. Exfoliation does not reach those living skin cells, it doesn't tell them to divide faster, and it doesn't restart or unblock skin renewal. What exfoliation actually does is remove skin cells that have already finished their job and are sitting at the very surface. So when you look this up online and you see it explained as that skin cells accumulating and slowing down renewal, that's not really how it works, because that skin cells on the surface do not block the production of newer skin cells underneath. Skin renewal keeps happening below the surface even if exfoliation is never used. What changes is what you see, because when surface cells are removed, newer cells that were already on their way up become visible sooner, and that can make the skin look smoother, brighter and more even. But that doesn't mean the skin is renewing itself faster. So exfoliation changes how the skin looks and feels at the surface, not how fast the renewal process itself runs. This is also why exfoliation can feel very effective at first. The visual change can be quite noticeable, but it doesn't keep speeding things up over time, because the underlying biology hasn't changed. And I think this is where a lot of the confusion comes in, because skin renewal does slow down with age, and that part is true, but exfoliation doesn't prevent that slowing, and it doesn't restore your full turnover. It only changes what's happening at the very surface. So when exfoliation is described as something that speeds up skin turnover, what's really being described is faster removal of the surface cells, not faster production of the new ones. And that distinction matters, because when exfoliation is treated as a requirement, it often leads to using it more and more often, trying to keep the skin active. And that's how irritation and barrier damage often start. So no, skin turnover does not slow down because you don't exfoliate. Skin renewal continues on its own timeline. Exfoliation is optional and it's a surface level tool, not something that controls how the skin renews itself. And I hope that this helped clarify what's actually going on. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!